Hello everyone, welcome to our math class. In today's video, we are going to discuss about practice set 2.2. So practice set 2.2 is based on solutions of quadratic equation by factorization. We are going to use this method to solve this exercise. So here is the exercise, practice set 2.2. There are total 12 questions in this exercise. So let's begin with first one. X square minus 15x plus 54. So first equation is x square minus 15x plus 54 equal 0. Okay, so we have to solve this by factorization method. So in this method, what you have to do is always see the first number, the number in front of x square. Here there is 1. So this number and the third number you have to multiply. So 1 multiply positive 54, you are going to get positive 54. Now check in which table, in which numbers when you multiply, two numbers when you multiply, you get 54. When you multiply 2 and 27, you get this 54. When you multiply 3 and 18, also you get 54. When you multiply 6 and 9, you get 54 and 54 by 1. And out of these four options, one option will be correct. Now, you have to check which option will give you by addition or subtraction negative 15. 54 plus 1 is not 15. 54 minus 1 is also not 15. So this option is cancelled. 6 plus 9 gives you 15. Right? So if you put positive 6, positive 9, you will get positive 15. But we don't want answer positive 15. We want negative 15. So what we will do? We will put negative sign so that we get negative 15. 18 plus 3, this will not give you answer. Neither 27 by 2 will not give you option. So our correct option is this, negative 16, negative 9. Let's use these values. Write this x square as it is. In the middle, in place of my negative 50x, we will use negative 6x, negative 9x plus 54 equals 0. Now let's find the common number, common value in this 2. So there is x common, x comes out inside the bracket, x minus 6. Here, what is common? Remember that this bracket and the other bracket will be always same. So I can remove 9 common out, 9, x is inside, and 9 times 6 gives you 54 equals 0. What sign will come here? Negative times negative should give you positive. You should get this positive answer. That's why I have put here negative. And always it's a hint for you now that this bracket and this bracket will be always same. So even though if you are putting plus sign here, that means you will understand that you have done mistake here. So try to remember, try to keep this in your mind that this bracket and this bracket will be always same. So since x minus 6, we have two brackets, we will write it only once. And the another bracket is the remaining number x and negative 9 equals 0. We have to separate this. X minus 6 equals 0. There are two solutions here, or x minus 9 equals 0. Let's find the x value. Negative 6 will become positive 6, or x equals positive 9. So these are the solutions. This is how we can find the answers using a factorization method. Let's solve the second question from this exercise. Second question is x square plus x minus 20 equal 0. Again, the first number here is 1. So 1 multiplied by negative 20 will give you negative 20. We have to use this negative sign because that will help you to find the correct answer. Now let's see which are the two numbers when you multiply negative 20. 2 times 10 gives you 20, 4 times 5 gives you 20, 20 multiply 1 gives you 20. We want answer positive 1. So if you do addition and subtraction of 20 and 1, you will not get one answer. So this option is cancelled. 2 plus 10 or 2 minus 10 also will not give you 1. 4 minus 5 will give you 1, but we want answer positive 1. That's why the positive sign will come in front of 5 and negative will come in front of 4. So this is the option it will work for us. So let's write these values. X square in place of 1x or x, I will write these values, that is minus 4x plus 5x minus 20 equals 0. Remove common value out. So x is out, x minus 4 plus here 5 is common out, x minus 4 equals 0. This bracket and this bracket again both are same. It will be always same. So if you are putting different sign, be careful. Don't put different sign. It will be always same. So x minus 4, you can always check by multiplying. 5 times x is 5x. 5 multiply negative 4 will give you negative 20. So you should get that answer when you multiply back. Then remaining number, let us write it in another bracket. X plus 5 equals 0. X minus 4 equals 0, or x plus 5 equals 0. X will be negative 4 will become positive 4, or x equal positive 5 will become negative 5. So these are the solution of this equation. Let's solve next question. Question number 3. Question 3 here is given 2y square plus 27y plus 13 equals 0. Now, first number here is 2 and the last number is 13. As I said, the first number and the last number we have to multiply first. This and this you will multiply, so you will get 2 times positive 13 gives you positive 26. And now check the options. 26 multiplied by 1, 26, and 13 multiplied by 2 is 26. You want answer positive 27. 26 plus 1 will give you 27. 13 plus 2 or 13 minus 2 will not give you 27. So this is not the option, correct option. We will use this option. We want positive 27. So we have to put positive side on both the value. So let us solve this further. 2y square plus 26y. Since it is y, we are writing y. If it is x, you write x. Plus 1 is written as just y plus 13 equals 0. What is common here in this 2 both? 2y is common. Y plus 13. 2 times 13 is 26. Plus there is no number common here, so we will write 1. If there is no number common, we have to write 1. So inside you will get y plus 13 equals 0. Y plus 13, write it only once, and the remaining number in another bracket. 2y plus 1 equals 0. Separate this. Y plus 13 equals 0, or 2y plus 1 equals 0. Y equal negative 13, or 2y equal negative 1. Y equal negative 1. This 2 will go in the denominator. So these are the solution or the roots of this quadratic equation. Let's solve question 4. Question 4 is 5m square equals 22m plus 15. Let's write it in the form of quadratic equation first. 5m square, 22m will come to the left. It will change the sign, so it will become negative 22m. Plus 15 will come to left. It will become negative 15 equal 0. Now this is the quadratic equation and we have to use a factorization method to solve the question. So first number and the last number is multiplied. 5 multiplied negative 15, we will give you negative 75. And now let's check which are the options we have. We have 75 times 1 is 75. Then 15 times 5 is 75. And also we have 25 times 3 is also 75. We want the middle number, that is negative 22. If you do 75 plus 1 or minus 1, you will not get negative 22. So this option does not work. Then 5 and 15. 15 plus 5, 15 minus 5 also will not give you 22. So this option also does not work. 25 plus 3 will not give you 22, but 25 minus 3 will give you 22. But we want negative 22. So the negative sign should come on a bigger number and positive should come on smaller number. So we will use these options, these values here in the question. 5m square negative 25m plus 3m minus 15 equals 0. Remove common out from here. So common value is 5 and m minus 5 times 5 plus here common number is 3. So inside bracket m negative sign and 3 times 5 gives you 50 equals 0. Write the bracket m minus 5 and the next bracket is 5m plus 3 equal 0. Separate this, m minus 5 equals 0 or 5m plus 3 equal 0. M will be for negative 5 will go on the other side, it will become positive 5, or this side 5m equal this 3 will become negative 3, m equals negative 3, this 5 will go in the denominator. So your value here is m equals negative 3 by 5. This is the solution. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question 5 here is two x square minus 2x plus half equal 0. Now there is a fraction half here, so we have to remove this denominator value. To remove this denominator value, what I will do here is let me take the the denominator value LCM. Okay, so what I will do here is divide the equation with 2. So this will become 2x square. Since you are dividing with 2, you have to multiply with 2 also. Minus 2x is there already in the equation, dividing it 2, multiplying it with 2. Plus no need to multiply or divide here because already there is 2 in the denominator equals 0. This will give you 4x square minus 4x plus 1 divided by 2 equals 0. This 2 when it goes on the other side will become 0, so you are left with only 4x square minus 4x plus 1 equal 0. Okay, this 2 will multiply with this, 2 times 0 is 0, so that is neglected and only this equation is left. Now this is the quadratic form of equation. We can see this equation and try to solve it. Now 4 times 1 gives you 5 and 5 times 1 is the only option we have where we can get 5 answer. In the middle we require negative 4. So what we have to do here? The answer is positive 5. 4 multiply 1 is positive 5. But here answer is negative 4. So if you put negative here and positive here, you will get negative 4, no doubt. But when you multiply negative 5 with positive 1, you should get negative 5. But here it is positive 5. So that's why this solution will not work here. That is why we have to always multiply the number. When we multiply the number, we also mention the sign. This option will not work here. Why it will not work here? Because negative 5 multiplied by positive 1 will give you negative 5. But we need here positive 5. So this will not work here. We have to think something else. Let's write this equation in the form of like this. 2x whole square minus 4, I can write it as 2 multiplied by 2x plus 1 equals 0. Now you see this is a kind of one formula. This formula we have learned already, that is a minus b the whole square. Answer is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this equation looks like this. Here a value is 2x and b value is 1. So let us write this here. We will write the equation in this form, a minus b whole square. So this formula satisfies to this equation. That's why we can write this as 2x minus 1 whole square equals 0. Let's separate this. That is 2x minus 1 equals 0. 2x minus 1 equals 0. 2x will be positive 1. 2x will be positive 1. X will be half. Here also x will be half. So this is how we can solve this question. Many students can do the mistake here by writing negative 5 plus 1. We have to check the signs also. This option does not work even though the value it is giving you negative 4. This option will not work here. Since negative 5 when you multiply with 1 will get negative 5. But we should get positive 5. Okay. Let's go to next question. Question 6. Question 6 here is 6x minus 2 divided by x equal 1. So let us solve this further. Let's do this cross multiplication. Multiply this here. So it will give you 6x square minus 2 divided by x equal 1. Then x will be multiplied on the other side. 6x square minus 2 equal x. Bring the x to the left side. It will become 6x square minus x minus 2 equals 0. Now this is a quadratic form of equation. Multiply the first and the last number. 6 times 2 gives you negative 12. Okay, and now check the options. 2 times 6 gives you 12. 12 times 1 gives you 12. 3 times 4 also gives you 12. You need answer negative 1. That's why we have to choose the option here. 2 plus 6 will not give you 1. 2 minus 6 also will not give you 1. That's the wrong option. Second option is also wrong. Third option will work because 4 minus 3 you will get 1. But we want negative 1 answer. So negative should come in front of bigger number and positive should come in front of smaller number. Also, when you multiply positive 3, multiply negative 4 will give you negative 12. So this option will work here and we can use this. This is not like the previous fifth question how we did. Let's use these values. 6x square plus 3x minus 4x minus 2 equals 0. Remove the common value out. Here it will be 3x. 3 times 2x plus 1 minus. Similarly, you can remove common number here is 2. So 2 times 2x plus 1 equals 0. You can multiply this and check. Minus 2 times 2 gives you negative 4x. Negative 2 times positive 1 will give you negative 2. So it's correct. And the hint here is this bracket and this bracket will be always same. Let us write this 2x plus 1 and the next bracket is 3x minus 2 equal 0. 2x plus 1 equals 0 or 3x minus 2 equals 0. 2x equal positive 1 will become negative 1, x will be minus half, or 3x will be positive 2 on the other side, x equals 2 by 3. Okay, so these are the answers, solution for this equation. Let's solve the next question. Question 7. Question 7 here is little different because it has root value in this. Root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 equal 0. How to solve this? Again, the first the first step is multiply the first and the last number. Here it is root 2 multiply 5 root 2. Remember root 2, when you multiply with another root 2, you will get a number 2. This root and this root will cancel each other. Okay, so that's why root 2 and root 2 will become 2 multiplied by 5. That will give you positive 10. This is positive, this is also positive, so this is positive 10. And let's check the options now. 2 times 5 is 10 and 10 times 1 is 10. We need answer positive 7. So if you do 10 plus 1, you will not get 7. Neither 10 minus 1, you will not get 7. So this option will not work. 2 plus 5, you will get 7. That is positive 7. So positive sign should be there in front of 2 and 5 both. Now, if you write plus 2 plus 5, it's difficult to remove the common number out for the next step. Okay, so let me write this step first here. Root 2 x square plus 2x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 equals 0. We have to remove the common value out from this bracket. How to remove common value from this bracket? It's quite difficult. So what we will do, we will write this 2. We will write this 2 as root 2 multiplied by root. Because root 2 multiply root 2 is 2 answer. That's why we can also write 2 as root 2 times root 2. What I will do here, I will just write this root 2 x square. In place of 2x, I will write it as root 2 multiply root 2 x plus 5x plus 5 root 2 equal 10. Now it is easy for me to remove root 2 common out because this root 2 can go out and x also can be removed out. What is remaining here inside the bracket? X, and here in the bracket it will be root 2 x. Root 2 only, x is out. Plus, here you can remove 5 as a common value out inside x plus root. Now see, both the brackets are same. Since we have written like this step is taken, that's why it is easy for us to write the bracket properly. Otherwise, if you use this step and directly try to find the common, it's not possible. So we have to solve it in this way. Now x plus root 2 have to write only once. So x plus root 2, and the other bracket is root 2x plus 5 equals 0. While writing root 2x, make sure that you are not writing it as root 2x. X should not come inside the root sign. X is outside the root. Okay. So we have to be very careful while writing the symbols also. Separate this. X plus root 2 equals 0 or root 2x plus 5 equals 0. Here x equal root 2 will become negative root 2. It will go on the other side. Root 2x equal negative 5. X will be negative 5 divided by root 2. So the answer for this question solution is x equal negative root 2 and x equal negative 5 by root 2. Okay, so let's go to next question. Question number 8. There are 12 questions in this exercise. So 8th question is 3x square minus 2 root 6x plus 2 equal 0. Okay, now here also we have to use splitting the middle term method. Splitting the middle term in the sense, this is negative 2 root 6. I can write it as negative root 6 and negative root 6. So let us write this. 3x square negative root 6 and negative root 6 with the x. it will give you negative 2 root x. So this method is known as a splitting the middle term. Okay, plus 2 equals 0, because the other options will not work here. That will not work properly here. That's why we are writing it in this way. Now, what we have to do? Again, it is difficult to remove the number common out here. So what we can do here to make it easier, we will write 3x square negative root 6 can be written as 3 times 2x outside minus 3 times 2x outside plus 2 equals 0. Next step, 3x square minus, this I will write it separately, negative root 3 and root 2 separate x. I'm just writing the root sign separately. The meaning is same. We can write it like this. 2x plus 2 equals 0. Now we have to remove the common out from this. Now again, it's a question now how to remove common out from these two terms. There is 3 here, there is root 3 here. What we can do? Again, we can use the same method. What method we can do here? This 3 can be written as root 3 multiplied by root 3. Root 3 multiply root 3 is 3. So we are writing this 3 as root 3 multiply root 3, so that we can take this root 3 common out for this step. So x square minus root 3 multiply root 2x minus root 3 root 2 x plus, here also 2 can be written as root 2 multiply root 2 equal 0. Okay, why we have done this? So that we can remove the number common out. Now we can remove this root 3 common out. So it will be root 3, x is also common, inside the bracket root 3x minus root 2. Here also negative sign. What is common here? Root 2 is common, so root 2 is out. Inside bracket root 3, this x, negative sign, negative times negative gives you positive here. Okay, so negative sign, and 1 root 2 is already out, so inside 1 root 2 is remaining. Okay, so this bracket is same, so we are right. Our calculation is correct. Let's write the bracket separately. Root 3x minus root 2, root 3x minus other bracket is root 3x minus root 2. Okay, so remaining number equals 0. Separately we will write root 3x minus root 2 equals 0, or root 3x minus root 2 equals 0. Root 3x equals negative root 2 will become positive root 2. X will be root 2 divided by root 3, which can be written as square root 2 divided by 3. Okay, the root sign is for both the sides, both the value. That's why we can put the big root sign and 2 divided by 3 inside the root sign. Similarly, this is also same. So root 3x equal positive root 2. X is root 2 divided by root 3. We can also write this as 2 by 3. This answer is also correct. If you write this also, it's correct. It is fine. So better we will write it in this way. No problem. Both are same. Okay. So fine. This is question number 8. Let's solve question 9. Question 9 is simple. Question 9 is 2m m minus 24 equal 50. We have to multiply this 2m inside the bracket, so it will become 2m square minus 2m times 24. will give you 48m equal 50. We have to bring this 50 on the left side, change the sign. 2m square minus 48m minus 50 equal 0. Now first and the last number if you multiply, or else what we can do, we can reduce this equation. All the three numbers can be divided with 2. So that's why I'm reducing this by dividing the whole equation with 2. 2 divided by 2 will give you m square. 48 divided by 2 will give you 24m minus 50 divided by 2 can give you 25 equals 0. We can reduce the equation because it makes us easier to solve the question. We can do that. The first number is 1, next number is 25, multiply negative 25. Find the values 25 times 1 or 5 times 5. These are the only two options we have. We want negative 24, so this option will not work, only this option will work. Here the answer should come negative 24, so negative should come in front of 25 and plus should come in front of 1. So let us write m square minus, I will take plus 1 first, plus 1m minus 25m minus 25 equals 0. Okay, so here common is only m, so it will be m plus 1. And here common number is 25, m plus 1 equals 0. If you multiply this, you see here negative 25 plus 1 will give you negative 25. So it satisfies. Our calculation is correct. M plus 1 in one bracket, next bracket is m minus 25 equal 0. Let's separate this. M plus 1 equals 0. Next bracket, m minus 25 equals 0. M equals negative 1 or m equals positive 25. These are the two solutions of this equation. Let's go to next question. Question number 10. Question number 10 given here is 25m square equal 9. How to solve this? This is very simple. Just bring this 25 in the denominator on the other side. M square equals 9 divided by 25. M will be root of 9 divided by 25. Square root of 9 you know already. But when we are writing this root sign, remember that we can also write this as plus or minus square root of 9 and 25. So M equals plus or minus 9, square root of 9 is 3 and square root of 25 is 5. So there are two solutions here. One is plus 3 by 5 or m equals negative 3 by 5. Question 11 is also same like that. 7m square equal 21m. This is the question. Again, m square equals 21m divide by, okay, what we can do here is, you see here there is m on the right side, m on the left side. We can cancel 1m. So this 1m gone, this m can be cancelled and can be written as 7m equals 21. And now m value will be 21 divided by 7. What is the answer? Or else you can do it in this way also. We can also solve it in this way. 7m square, bring 21m to the left, it will change its sign, so it will become 21m equals 0. Remove the common value out. Common value here is 7 and m. So 7m is outside, inside 1m minus 7 times 3 is 21 equals 0. 7m, this we can separately write 7m equals 0 or m minus 3 equals 0. M equals 0 by 7 is 0 only. We take it as 0 and this one m equals positive 3. So here you have two solutions, m equals 0 and m equal 3. And the last question from this exercise, question number 12, m square minus 11 equals 0. We can write this, we can solve this in this way. M square minus 11 can be written as root of 11 multiply root of 11 equals 0. That means root of 11 square equals 0. Now this is like formula, you know, x square, a square minus b square formula is a minus b, a plus b. So this formula can be used here. I can write this as m minus root of 11 or m plus root of 11 equal 0. Separate this, m minus root 11 equals 0 or m plus root 11 equals 0. M can be written as positive 11 here. Here it can be written as negative root of 11. So these are the two solutions of this equation. Here we have finished with this exercise. Practice set 2.2. We have solved all 12 questions. And in our next video, we will solve practice set 2.3, which is based on solutions of quadratic equation by completing the square method. We will use completing the square method to solve the quadratic equation. So see you in next class. Till then, stay safe and bye everyone.